having like neighbors is a very weird concept to me, and it shows given the fact that we've lived at that house for a little over a year, and I've had maybe 4 interactions with the people that live around us. I feel like every day the walk to the back door just gets a little bit longer. There's more cars here every single day. We love it when people bring their dogs to work. We've been jokingly saying for weeks now that Bill is going to go on a 4-hour lunch break to drive 2 hours south to the In-N-Out that just opened in the Vancouver-esque area. And today's National Cheeseburger Day, apparently. Shout out to Microsoft calendars or whatever have you for keeping us in the loop as to the national holidays. But with that in mind, he was talking about going and getting an In-N-Out burger, which is also kind of funny and ironic given the fact that he literally is supposed to have clocked out 13 minutes ago, and also today's his Friday, so it's like, just go to In-N-Out, bro. God, dickhead. And then we were talking about supposedly, again, kind of the rumor mill of fast food, there's supposed to be a Raising Cane's opening near us, which would be absolutely insane. I still dream about the Caniac combo from time to time. Thursdays, though, are very fun because we offer, I mean, it's several days of the week, but particularly today's session, we offer a puppy class, and my old coach Connor from college, he comes and takes the puppy class with his brand new puppy, obviously. And it's always so funny, and I don't know if I talked about it in the vlog where I went to help at the meet in May, but seeing Connor now as like not his athlete anymore is always so funny because he's so nice now. And I remember talking to some of his athletes because he's just like so supportive and so nice, and I just look at Connor and I'm like, where the f*** was this when I was here? And he's like, oh, I've matured, a lot's changed, blah, blah. And the athletes are always like, what are you talking about? Like, Connor wasn't always so chill. And I was like, Connor was an asshole. Connor had us coming in for 3 a.m. workouts in the middle of the winter just to prove we were committed. Like, this guy sucked. He just was so mean. And he was only like a year or two removed from being like in the program himself. So he was like our age. And I obviously, it's very animated, but I like Connor a lot. But it's always just so funny watching him be such a vibe now versus when I was like 18 years old and he was the devil. Some lunchtime thoughts to spice in the vibe a bit. Is it crazy to anyone else? Maybe, let me rephrase. Does anybody else have these moments of like realization that we operate these giant metal boxes to like get places? Is that not like, do you just never have a moment where you're like, what, like how is this a thing? Obviously there's like the very technical answer to that, and I think it mainly comes from more the comfortability of doing it. Because I remember when I first started learning how to drive, it was like so nerve inducing and I was so scared, and it just was like the most foreign, weird thing to me. And now I don't even think twice. Does anybody else kind of just have that moment of just, you know, I guess, damn? I don't know. Lunchtime thoughts. You guys ever just want to... A victory for the OGs. Taking down the workday. I am fuming right now because I won't say her name because I don't want to dox her or myself. However, I go up front earlier, and by earlier I mean all of like 10 minutes ago. And Ox was like, do you like know who people are? And I was like, well, I mean, what a weird way to phrase that question. Yeah. And he was like, well, you watch Survivor, don't you? And I was like, love Survivor. I'm trying to be on there. I'm trying to get an invite to go survive. And he's like, oh, do you know blah, blah, blah? And I was like, yeah, I remember blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, did you know that, like, she's a regular here? So, like, she shops here? And I was like, get the f*** out. No, she does not. Lo and behold, she has an account. Lo and behold, she was a high roller here. We give a discount for people that spend, like, our top, I think it's top 20 spenders each quarter. She was on the list. And I'm like, what the f***? I've worked here for 6 years and I've never seen her. And he's like, oh yeah, didn't you see that dog? And I was like, I saw the dog, not the person. I'm pissed. We have a Survivor alum. Some people don't give a shit, and I'm sure that's fine. That's valid, even. But man, I just wanted to be like, can we exchange information? You could teach me how to be on the show, because I'm trying to go. So that ruined my entire day. Aside from that, though, I'd say relatively decent day. It was very, very slow. Nothing too crazy really happened today. It was kind of just like a regular Thursday. We had a call out. Chloe, unfortunately, wasn't feeling very well, so she stayed home. And it really just was a regular slow-ass Thursday where I'm just like struggling to stay busy. But where there's a will, there's a way. I placed a couple orders, which felt really good, that we're getting stuff approved finally. All in all, much like this vlog, very lackluster today. But I digress. I'm very excited though, because I want to go home, have some chicken teriyaki, shout out McKenna's grandparents, and then I'm gonna play me some Dying Light, because the new game came out today, and I'm so pumped. I love Dying Light. I really enjoyed Dead Island forever ago, even though the initial trailer was still when I was afraid of zombies, and it scared the ever-loving hell out of me. Loved that. Loved the OG Dying Light. Loved Dying Light 2. Dead Island 2 was a good enough time. I mean, I had a good time. It was fun. And now with this one, Dying Light the Beast, I'm super pumped. I think I'm in for a great night tonight, but I'm very excited. No Sunset, unfortunately, because, you know, my brain is ginormous and I definitely thought ahead, but we can enjoy a little low light camera setting sky action.